This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
Thoughts on the investigation?
Mr. Anandi, we presume that you will be proceeding in the matter.
Lordship, please.
Now you tell us one thing. Why should you not pay 50%? Today we may not finally hear you, but 50% of the areas you please release in the favor of the employees. This is what we had expressed last time also.
Yes.
So 50% you release.
Well, may I?
We checked up, there is no stay of the impugned order.
No. Your Lordship, sir.
Only contempt.
Contempt process. So, Malad,
we will only say
earlier, Malad,
what we propose to do.
Yes.
Rather, you should volunteer. Generate goodwill in your state for your employees. Pay 50%, subject to the outcome of the petition, and how to protect, assuming that you succeed, is something which you will have to tell us, or we can ask.
They are in-service employees.
Yes.
Correct. If at all you win, then the consequential directions can be given.
Yes, yes.
No equities will be.
All stages you have worked.
I take it the question was put to me, not to my learner. I have prepared a short note which I may hand over, which I would like to place for your Lordship's consideration before your Lordship passes any order with regard to 50%. Because I have two contentions.
Yes, Mr. Singhvi.
Malad, I heard your Lordships. Malad, I just heard your Lordships. Can I make one suggestion? The amount,
Yes.
Malad, when you draw a Malad's very big line and then one says 50%, it sounds reasonable. But your Lordship will appreciate that the amount for the state is gigantic, it's humongous. It is some 40,000. I'll give you also the exact figure, Malad. I'll just take a minute to give that. It's a very large amount. 50% of that will be backbreaking. Your Lordship's three judgments hold the field. One, DA is not a vested right. Two, it is not a fundamental right.
Mr.
Malad, it will break the back. It will break the back of the state.
One minute, Mr. Singhvi. We have gone through your note. We have also gone through the judgments. There is someone else who joined. Unko mute kariye. Mr. Singhvi.
Yes,
we have gone through your submissions. We have also gone through the decisions you have referred to. There's a lot of Mr. Singhvi joined somewhere else. Mr. Singhvi joined somewhere else.
Yes, he joined in two courts simultaneously.
Doesn't matter, Mr. Singhvi. Don't worry.
Omnipresent.
So he can't hear.
Unmute करिएगा. Mr. Singhvi को unmute करिए.
Malad, I was putting my ear to the screen. That's all. I was not going anywhere.
No, that's all right. But what we see, we have gone through the judgments passed by the CAT, the judgment of the first round of the judgment, the second round of the judgment of the High Court, the order of the CAT, and the order.
Malad,
One minute, Mr. Singhvi, and the opinions of two honorable judges of the High Court. Now, what we propose to do is that two things that we'll request you to come out with a figure 50%, whatever you pay, subject to the outcome, or we pass an order.
Malad, I understand. Your Lordship may note 41,000 is the amount. I cannot give any answer to your Lordships on that kind of amount for 50, leave aside 10%, Malad. Your Lordship appreciate that. For a state, I can't speak like that. Number one. Number two.
These are your employees.
No, Malad, Malad, I can try and work out some solution, but I cannot promise anything to my lawyer. It will be wrong for me.
What would be the consequence?
Number two, Malad, in the event, then your Lordship, Malad, may give us an afternoon in the miscellaneous week. We'd rather argue it because it's a very huge financial backbreaking liability. In the miscellaneous week, we'll do some Thursday or something.
We have gone through your notes. We have gone through the judgment.
Well, it will require some elaboration.
We are not inclined to even interfere. Let us be very clear.
Well, I appreciate what my Lord is saying, but this is not a matter of that kind.
It is not a constitutional right. It is not a fundamental right. But nonetheless, because of your ROPA,
the reason, kindly appreciate the single reason. The single reason why this amount has become.
Exactly.
Mr. Singhvi,
Before ending.
Mr. Singhvi,
yes,
we are very clear. Okay, we are passing an order. We will come 50%.
Well, your lordship may allow us to revert on Monday at least. Well,
No.
this will be not. We haven't been. No, well, we have not been heard. Well, then your lordship may consider this a very large amount. 50% is impossible. 20,000 crores.
We are scaling it down to 1/4 of the thing we now. What the present?
Put it on Monday, Mellas. Then let us see some instructions.
Not be possible.
Mellas, can it possibly be increased?
And thank you very much. What are you saying?
Only one suggestion.
No suggestion. Please
go. Contempt court will work out.
Mr. Just 1 minute.
Always.
But there's just one aspect.
We have heard him.
But
Having heard
just
But how do we secure this?
but there's just one aspect.
These are employees in service.
Yes,
Your lordship
So if at all you can,
Your
you
lordship,
can always.
Board are cancelled.
Your lordship,
and in this court,
I beg
are you appearing for the first
I
time?
beg
Speak when you are spoken to, please.
I'm so
We request.
just one aspect that I wish to raise.
You are doing the same mistake which is.
No, look, I want to clarify one fact.
Mr.
Retired employees.
We'll simply adjourn it.
No,
That's it.
So kindly pass the order which is told their lordship.
Yes, Mr.
But my respectful submission is only this, Mellas, that we have no difficulty in paying as per ROP. There's no difficulty there. There are two rubs in the impugned rub. The first is revise them twice a year.
Correct.
So we are submitting, Mellas. So that is drawn, Mellas, from central government employees,
Correct.
which is not applicable to us.
Correct.
That's point number one. The point number two is revise it in the manner suggested by the tribunal. And there are certain findings which are returned by the tribunal which say you will do it in this manner, which is virtually acting to central government employees. So those are the two rubs. The third rub, that under Rule 12, areas are not paid. So we are submitting that no areas should be marked on this, because the areas that they are calculated is on the basis that you not equalized as per central government and you not revised twice a year.
What we'll do, Mr.
Yes. So may I suggest
No,
that now
yes.
just one thing, just on equities. What we are paying them today, as per our interpretation of the ROPA rules, is 125% more from the time that the ROPA was applied in 2008. So yesterday, Mellas, the submission was made before your lordship that we are not paying DA at all. That's not factually correct. We are paying to the extent of 125% over and above the scale in 2000.
What we propose to
Yes.
Mr.
Yeah.
There's another thing also,
Yes.
whether they would be entitled to the same amount as is being paid to those who are posted outside the state. That's the third thing.
No, the third aspect is now rendered academic, because that part, Mellas, has been struck down by the tribunal.
Okay.
And that part, Mellas, we have discounted. So that third aspect of being at par is something separate. So may I suggest
You 1/4 of the amount which is due, you disperse without any equity.
Great.
And we'll fix the matter. We'll fix the matter in
Yes.
July. We'll post it in July for hearing.
Right.
Having heard counsel for the parties.
But Mellas,
Yeah.
there's only one difficulty.
Yes.
I don't want to tomorrow be accused of not complying with your lordship's order, because the impugned order says we'll have to work out the modalities. That's what the impugned order also says, saying evolve norms for the purposes of payment in this manner. What your lordship may do is, Mellas, it shouldn't go as my statement, because Mellas,
We'll not put it.
if I make a statement, but what I suggest is, that your lordship say 25%, but give us a little bit of time to evolve those norms, because that will require a lot of working out in terms of nitty-gritties.
It says twice a year.
But it shouldn't be twice a year, because twice a year is
Right now, we are not entering into that aspect. It's a lump sum amount which is
Yes.
coming out as per the order of the High Court, strictly in terms of.
No, there's no amount which has come. Sorry,
Which will follow
List.
in compliance.
We have heard Mr. Singhvi, sir.
One sentence before lordship dictates for us, one sentence.
Yes.
The highest slab of Mr. Patwalia's client's demand is based on twice a year. That's the main issue.
Correct.
Now, Mellas, if Mr. Huzefa has got some instructions, then Mellas 25% may be workable, but Mellas,
No,
your lordship is hearing it.
No, Mr.
It may be a back-breaking thing for the state financially, a DA will break the back of the state. We are not running away anywhere. My Lordship's final decree will be obeyed. So give a reasonable percentage. Kindly give a reasonable percentage.
Can I make one suggestion? Let us take instructions over the weekend. Just have it on.
Let me on Monday.
No, we'll come up with figures.
Sorry.
So that there is no.
We made it clear, Mr. Singhvi, to you last week, and therefore we kept it. Have you heard the concept of the number?
Kindly be reasonable on the percentage.
So 25%, we agree with, we are saying.
This is irrecoverable also, as your Lordship knows.
Certainly,
Irrecoverable.
obviously.
Otherwise,
You have the
I'm
consulting
ready to go on with the
The
final year in today's
state
set out for final year.
would release at least 25% of RM due and payable to the employees in terms of the impugned judgment or dated so and so, past as so and so, in case number so and so. Needless to add, dispersal of such amount shall be without prejudice to the respective rights and contentions of the parties and subject to the outcome of the petition. List the petition. The respondents are permitted to place on record their written submissions within a period of 4 weeks, or let's say parties. Because they have gone through, Mr. MD, perhaps you will have to file revised. Perhaps, just consider. Parties are permitted to place on record their revised submissions. List the matter for hearing on that.
Release within some 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 weeks.
No, but the norms will have to be worked.
So you're not fix a time in terms of the High Court judgment within.
We have said in terms of the High Court
Great.
So great.
implement we are not allowing. Implement we are not allowing.
It doesn't matter at all.
Implement we are not doing.
I'm just excited that. He said they will be heard, perhaps, but the implement has already not been allowed.
They may be heard below at the final.
Implement is simply tag along.
That's right. In fact, on the earlier question, I understand my lord have said we'll all be heard at the final.
Okay.
Item 62.
But gentlemen, one thing is there. We are telling you on this side. See, if Mr. Himati's contention that they are paying as per ROPA, then perhaps you will have an uphill task. We are telling you.
But it's
1 minute, just 1 minute, just listen to us. Mr. Himati has to answer that in the first instance, why did he allow disbursement twice in a year? But, and he course corrected midway and then gave only once in a year. That is something which you will have to answer.
yes, it's very well. They're all about KICP norms.
We are just
We'll
letting
address that.
That's fine.
I'm obliged for your lordship's observation because it is only in 1 year that we paid twice. Otherwise, consistently we have been doing it.
But these are your employees. They must give benefit.
Ultimately, it depends on what the size of the purse.
Well, Mr. MD,
Yeah.
let us tell you candidly, we would have dismissed this petition. Why we did not dismiss it is because we will have all India ramifications.
That's correct.
That's the only reason why we.
There are a couple of points, Manoj. One is DA has been elevated at the level of a fundamental law. That's the basis on which the High Court.
Next case. Next week.
Manoj, I can't respond to this. I speak one line.
Yeah.
There are 5 sentences coming.
Wait for a final hearing.
Would your lordship fix a date?
After date will be there. In July, August meeting.
First
August.
Yes, topic.
Probably.
Sorry.
My lords, today orders will go long way. You're very good.
Yeah.
I'm great.
Thank you.
Item 62.